about 8 degrees difference. Air in the greenhouse, air outside. That one's just a little smaller, but lower temperatures abound. Greenhouse visitors. And we go over here underneath the door and come and go as we please. But not you. Yeah, it's time to start a fire for the birds and all the rest. Talk to you later. There's the egg take for today. December 3rd. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, looks like 18 this morning. And we have warmed up a tad in here maybe with a glowing fire started. Well, the water bottles are out. It's ready to do water. Here are approximately 100 Coturnix Quail eggs that I'm rinsing off and warming up just a bit before I put them on to boil. They're all coming from birds here in the greenhouse. And I get about 24 eggs a day. So it doesn't take long to get to 100. Next step. And there, I had a slight spill accident transferring the eggs directly out of the bowl into the pan, and that's been wiped up a bit. But I'm using a good volume of water to give myself and the eggs an opportunity to spin around here. I've finger tested the water, and presently it's too hot to keep my finger in it, so we're on our way to a boil. There is quite a bit of water in it. The eggs were sort of pre-warmed by the rinse cycle so as not to chill the volume of water that was in the pan here. I will immediately chill these after boiling for 2.5 minutes. When the water comes to a boil, count down 2.5 minutes, remove the pan. The egg will be cooked well, but not overly cooked yolk. They maintain a good creamy consistency, and that time suggestion varies with different individuals online of up to 3.5 minutes from the point when it comes to a boil, but I have several times used the 2.5 minute measure, and the eggs are creamy, very tasty. Gentle stirring. Now, watch pot never boils. Later, about 10 minutes have elapsed since the last section, and the thermometer indicates that we're just about to boil. I can hear, well, Bailey in the background, the cockatiel, but the water is now reaching a boiling temperature. The eggs have probably accomplished the centering up to this point that stirring has maintained throughout this cycle. Of course, boiling an open pan and stirring both retard the time that it takes to arrive at a boil. Some little white particles floating on top suggest one of the eggs has broken Coturnix eggs are shells and are unusual in difference to a chicken's egg. They have a rather fragile exterior shell with a rubbery, if you will, interior membrane that both come away with gentle peeling of the egg. I found that tapping the egg at the equator of the egg, round and around, and then pulling that equator away permits the end caps to come away pretty freely. I like to stack up about 10 of them, mix up some salt and pepper, call it a runway on a napkin, sprinkle it in a line down the center of a napkin, and roll your egg around in that, and maybe dip it in a mayonnaise and mustard deviled egg mixture of your choosing. We'll be back. Removing the quail eggs from the stove, give them a generous rinsing with cold tap water. Some folks will drop them immediately in ice cube water. Ice cubes don't happen to be handy to me today, but this approach will accomplish the same end. The purpose and desire of this rinsing is to shrink the egg inside the shell so as to somewhat remove or separate the two. You've all peeled an egg when some of the white comes away with the egg. That suggests a very fresh egg. One will accomplish a similar thing with a fresh farm egg, freshly peeled after chilling. It will peel better. We'll get this one more. No, I don't feel any temperature in that line any longer. There's the drying results of the quail egg extravaganza. In just a few moments I laid them out on a towel, and I was able to feel that some of the eggs lost the integrity of their shell. It's pretty easily obvious that the rest are solid feeling. They don't have any problems, but these have developed a bit of mushiness about them that gives them away as going to eat them first. And the balance of these we'll put in the refrigerator. We'll do that after a bit. I was hungry for a quail egg when this project started this morning. Half an hour ago, 45 minutes, something like that. And they've been sufficiently drying out here, as those that had lost the integrity of their shells, a couple of them came in contact with an egg slicer, making these cute little rounds that are a delight on a hollandaise Benedict breakfast. Those that are left from that, and as I mentioned, my egg runway with salt and pepper, a little bit of rolling around. And yes, that's wonderful. Took these to Thanksgiving family gathering this year. They were gone in seconds. I had 40 of them out there. Boiled quail egg. Good for you, high in nutrition, tasty, creamier than a chicken egg, more nutritious than a chicken egg. Takes 4 to 5 of them to equal the volume of one chicken egg. Lots of ways to prepare them. Just check online. Wonderful meal. Thanks, YouTube. Olden found one.